The 10th Leper presents a sore production. Split to Survive, a true story. Content warning. This podcast contains descriptions of childhood sexual abuse, incest, dissociation, sexual trafficking, and emotional manipulation. Some listeners may find this material deeply disturbing or triggering. These stories are not shared for shock value. They are told in the service of truth, healing, and breaking generational silence. If you are a survivor, know this: you're not alone, you're not to blame, and you're not beyond healing. Listener discretion is strongly advised, especially for those currently in crisis or early stages of recovery. If you feel overwhelmed at any point, please pause, breathe, reach out to a trusted support or resource. Healing is not a straight line, but you'll never have to walk it alone. So let's begin. Welcome to Split to Survive, Joey's story, narration by Joseph. The voice you're hearing today is the one that came back for him, the one that walked through the fire, because it was forged inside the flames. This story doesn't follow a clean timeline. Trauma does not use chapter breaks. So if it sounds like you're hearing more than one person, the boy who survived, the parts that held the pain, and the man who finally came home, that's because you are. And before we begin, know this: these are true stories of abuse, incest, and survival. They are not shared to shock, but to shine a light. You don't have to listen all at once, but if you do, we are grateful you're here. Now, let the story begin. He's 5 years old, rubbing his father's feet while champagne bubbles dance on the screen. He doesn't know why his dad's penis looks so funny, or why mom doesn't cover up when she calls him into the bathroom, or why the teacher makes him stay overnight and tells him it's their secret. By 7, he learned how to split himself into pieces. One that protects Rachel, the child. By 16, he's driving old women with full bank accounts and empty beds to dinner at my father's command. Told it was a privilege. Told it was love. Told nothing really, just silence. The boy never cries, but inside there are screams, sealed in drywall and childhood wallpaper. One that obeys with shame. PJ, the abused teenager filled with rage and shame, and future wife thief. This isn't a memoir. It's not a confession. It's a survival map, drawn by someone who was trafficked, silenced, raped, shamed, and then recycled his abuse, and somehow came back to light the way for the other lepers. And the one that disappears with rage, Joseph, the adult who experienced gang rape. He's calmed his rage and is back to light the way for others. This is Split to Survive, the podcast, coming soon.